welcome to Selfish Sofa, and this time we're going to tell you where to go in the nicest possible way. And this week we're going to hear from some of the managers, fingers crossed. So where do we start? Where we always start. Oxford United's season of disarray continues as they head off to a team they've never beaten in Fleetwood Town. And when I say disarray, I mean it's been difficult for them to get any momentum going with postponements, etc. And after losing at Charlton in midweek, Carl Robinson's side are languishing near the foot of the table and need to break the Fleetwood spell. Tuesday night it's Rochdale at the Cassan with a 7 p.m. kick-off. David Oldfield's Oxford City are at home to Hampton and Richmond and will be flying after the start they've made to the season. Into the first round of the FA Cup and drawn at home to Northampton. But Hampton are not so glamorous, but are in need of being beaten. I asked David Oldfield what he knew of his opponents.
We played Hampton and Richmond Borough in the first league game that I had just before the lockdown. Then obviously we packed up for a long time, and I've seen Hampton play on obviously the iPad or whatever 2 or 3 times. So we know a little bit about them. We know how tough it's going to be. We know how dangerous they can be and how organised and a really good team as well, with a good manager who knows exactly what he's doing. So it's a very difficult game for us coming up.
And you must be particularly pleased with the way that your side has started this season.
Well, the lads have done very well, but I look at the start and realise and see that we've only played 3 league games. So it's very premature to say we've had a strong start. The boys have done well, there's no doubt about that, and they managed to pick up some cup results. But we've only played 3 league games, so it's totally irrelevant. We've just got to make sure that we keep working as hard as we can and looking after each other, and we'll progress from there. But as I say, it's extremely early at the moment.
Oh, David, take the praise, David. Take it. Banbury United are in FA Trophy action this weekend when they travel to Tamworth, who are flying high in Banbury's division. The highlight of the Puritans' FA Cup exploits last weekend was banished when they lost 2-1 away at Kings Langley on Tuesday night. So manager Andy Wynne will be looking for a reaction. On Tuesday night, the Puritans are back in league action at home at the Banbury Plant Hire Community Stadium, playing against AFC Rushden and Diamonds. Elsewhere in the trophy this weekend, Wantage Town, victors over Tame United last weekend, take on Northley in a Friday night kick-off at Alfredian Park. Get along there for some derby action. Saturday afternoon sees the Greens of Kidlington travel to Moneyfields. Same level, but different divisions. Moneyfields haven't played that many so far, so Kidlington and manager Ben Sadler will go there confident after their 2-2 draw away at Kempston Rovers in midweek. Mark West's Tame United side are having a little bit of an up and down start to the season. They lost the South Oxfordshire derby last weekend to Wantage, but this Saturday at the ASM they host Wimborne Town. Wimborne play up the next level and will provide a stiff test, but I caught up with Mark West to talk about his side's form going into Saturday.
The league has been a bit up and down. I think our performances have been win one, lose one. So I think we had a little chat on Tuesday night about things, and obviously we got nothing to lose playing against a team from a league above. That they're sort of middle of the table in their league. So really, it's just making sure that when we turn up, we've got a good attitude and we play to the 90% that we can do, not the 50% that we get sometimes.
It's always so difficult, you know. You played against Cirencester, done and dusted before half-time. You know, and then the next week you lose a 5-goal thriller with freak goals and penalties against Wantage. Who'd be a manager, Mark?
Man, it's so disappointing. Like I say, we can play like we did against Cirencester. We're really, really good. Every player was on it. And then last week, like you say, at Wantage, just one of them things. We're just letting some of the just worst goals that you can concede, but at the end of the day it was every one of us. So I think that's the way that's the way we're playing at the minute. One week we're playing at everybody's at 90% or 9s out of 10s, and the next week they're 4 or 5s out of 10, and we've got the players, they're just not being consistent enough at the moment.
And of course, it's quick turnaround, isn't it? With this sort of shortened start to the season, it's Saturday, Tuesday, and Tuesday night brings Berkhamsted to your place in the league. So you'll be hoping that your boys can marry up 2 9 out of 10 performances in the space of 4 days.
Yeah, no. It'll be 1 week, like you say, you have a lovely week, a lovely weekend, and like you say, as a manager, and then the following week, all you can do is think about what we did wrong, and if we knew how to fix it, I think we wouldn't be managing at Tame, we'd be somewhere else. And I think as a player, it's probably the same. That's why, these lads play for us, because, it's about consistency, and it's just so frustrating.
Mark West, I can tell you, managers equal grey hair, which equals just for men. Tame are back in league action on Tuesday night when Berkhamsted play at the ASM Stadium. Didcot Town are out of the trophy and they have a trip to Barton Rovers in the Southern League Division 1 Central. Both sides lost last time out at home, but sadly for the Railway men it was their 5th consecutive league match loss. Jamie Heapy has been pressed into a return as injuries have hit his squad hard, but I caught up with him to talk if the injuries were actually hindering progress.
Yeah, we've had a few missing hands, to be fair, but that's no excuse for our performances of late, to be honest. We started the season really well, won our first 2 league games, and then dropped off a little bit, to be honest. We missed out on the odd goal here and there, and then we got some minutes at Neots where we were really poor, to be fair, and didn't deserve anything out of the game and got exactly what we deserved. And then obviously got beat against Kidlington 3-0 and then lost to them in the trophy as well. So, it's just one of them sticky little situations we're in at the moment where I know we're not getting a lot of luck, but you make your own luck, and we just got to stick together and go through this tough time, and hopefully we'll come out of it stronger and better for it. We've got a young group, as you know, and we just got to. I've been in it many a time, mate, as a player, so we just got to knuckle down, work even harder at training, and go back to basics, really.
You got the veritable Andrew Sinnott behind you, but it must be difficult combining playing, talking to the troops. Is it easier on the pitch or is it harder?
To be honest, I wasn't intending on playing any games at all. I just wanted the young lads to learn and make mistakes and do learn from their own little experiences, if you like, on the pitch. But we just lacked that experience and old head, and I just thought I've got to go out and help them and try and just talk them through the game, if you like, and try and help them along the way. But it's not been too bad on it, to be honest. It's been probably easier on it than it has off. I get a bit frustrated off the pitch, but we just got to get together, mate, and just try and get some points back on the board quickly, really.
Barton Rovers Saturday, Daventry away on Tuesday. I'm not putting words in your mouth. If you could come away with 2 points, you'd be over the moon in those 2 games, no doubt, just to arrest where you are.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said to lads at training this week. I don't care how we go about it or what we do to get a point or points. We have to get something out of the next 2 games. Whether it's, like you say, a draw in both, I'd happily take that now. It will stop the rot and give us something to build on.
Jamie Heapy talking of building a platform for the Railwaymen. I thank you. The games come thick and fast for Didcot as Tuesday night they travel to Daventry. Chinna Rugby Club, and ever fancied playing women's rugby. Well, if you fancy getting down, dirty and exhilarated by the physical nature of the game, have a little look at this.
Fran, you've been here a couple of months now as our head coach of our kites team. How's it all going?
Yeah, it's going really, really well. We seem to be recruiting different people. I get lots of emails every week of people that are really interested in coming down, giving rugby a go, whether they've played it before or not. So that's really exciting because it means that our club and our team stays really mixed ability, and we use the people with more experience to kind of upskill the people with less experience. So we're experimenting quite a lot with getting different players coaching. The atmosphere has been really good over the past few weeks and months as well. Obviously no competitive fixtures or anything, but I think the kind of enthusiasm for the game is still there, which is amazing to see at this quite difficult time.
We've been mixing up the sessions a bit, doing some fun stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of game-based training anyway, so we try to get everyone moving for the majority of the time, and then it's always fitness, but it's always fun. So we tend to stay away from the strict fitness and involve lots of games. we tend to have a resident DJ every week, so someone having the tunes going and the music playing just to kind of add that little bit of extra atmosphere whilst we're playing games, and having little breakout sessions as well. And tonight we're having a mixed session with the men, and going forward as well we're just going to keep on doing lots of different things, mini tournaments, get some different coaches down, some different experience, just to keep it different and keep people engaged all the time.
Fantastic. I mean, you've got a range of players coming in, some new to the sport, never played before, some have moved to the area. What would you say to any prospective players?
Come down and give it a go. I think everyone that has come down and had their first session with us has stayed and they've never left, so I think that's good news so far. We can kind of offer and cater for all sorts of experiences. If people want extra coaching and they've maybe played an awful lot before, we can sort that, and there's lots of time and opportunity at this club. The facility is amazing and the people are amazing, so there's not really an excuse to not come down and give it a go.
Fran and Ronan with Jack Johnson there. It's great to see both of our sides, Chinner and Henley, embracing women's sport. So as always, we hope you enjoyed us telling you where to go this weekend, and if you've got any clips, reports or photos, transfer them. We transfer them across to oxso@mail.com, and follow us on Twitter @Oxford_sports. Have a great weekend and pop back for our roundup on Monday.